Hello everyone. This video will give you a lot of information about the portfolio construction and risk management book. So please stick through until the end because then you will have a complete update. So first we start with this LinkedIn post that I recently made, which is questions about the next generation investment framework. And this is the investment framework that uses fully general Monte Carlo simulations and associated joint scenario probability vectors as the market representation, and then clever ways of using entropy pooling to perform views in stress testing. And then finally, we do tail risk analysis using CVAR optimization and analysis. So I get an increased amount of questions about this framework, and of course I appreciate the increased interest, but it's also just not possible for me to spend a lot of time answering all of these questions. So I've made the commitment that I will only answer questions to people who contribute to the portfolio construction and risk management book. And actually, many of the questions that I receive, they are answered in the portfolio construction and risk management book. So I would encourage you to start looking there. And then if you still have any questions or any feedback, I will be happy to give you answers. Another thing I want to say about LinkedIn is that it recently has been a very, very unstable platform for me. So you can see here that even though people like it and people share it, then it's not really shown to that many people. And I actually read out to LinkedIn and asked about this, why is the distribution a third of what it used to be? And they told me, yeah, there are some restrictions on my profile for violating user guidelines. They couldn't really explain to me which user guidelines, so I suspect it's an attack from fake bot profiles on my profile for my Ukrainian roots and support for Ukraine, because this has been going on for some time on LinkedIn and they don't really address it. Okay. So my point is that if you're currently a reader of the book or you just want to help me tell the message, then I encourage you to share it on your own profile instead of just resharing, because it's not going to be shown that much if it's my posts, unfortunately. I don't know when this will change, but that's the way it is right now. Okay, so let's look at this access to the portfolio construction risk management book. As you can see, right now there are 51 people who have access. So first of all, thank you very much for your support, thank you very much for reading the book, and thank you for the feedback. If you are considering getting access, I encourage you to get it now. And if you are a reader of the book and you are happy about it, because I get a lot of positive feedback directly to me, but I encourage you to please share it with your network. If you do it as posts on LinkedIn, then of course I will be sure to like and share them. Because it's hard for me to tell the message as it is right now. When you contribute to the book, you will have access to this private repository where you can see that, first of all, here you have a PDF version of the book, and then you have a lot of Jupyter Notebook code that you can see here. So this is what you can expect. All right, so as a contributor to the book, besides getting access to the book and the Python code, you also have access to asking me questions. If you happen to be among the top 10 contributors, once the book is finished, you will also have access to really test out your newly acquired knowledge with an institutional grade implementation of the framework. And this will be running in the cloud. So basically you will not have to install anything, you will just log in with your GitHub username, and then everything will run for you. And then finally we have this latest addition, that all contributors will get a 1-year paid subscription to the Applied Quantitative Investment Management Substack publication. This is currently valued at 50 euros. So basically in this publication I will continue to post about this framework and give exclusive case studies that are only available to paid subscribers, and also they will have access to a chat where they can continue to ask me questions. And I would say that in general I will be transitioning to Substack from LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, for whatever reason, is a bad platform for distributing this quantitative investment management content. I will still post something occasionally on LinkedIn, but I will be much more active on Substack. So here in Substack you can see I have this Applied Quantitative Investment Management publications, where you first of all have deeper articles about this framework. All of them are free so far. But then you also have this notes section. And this is where I make posts similar to LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, I will continue posting maybe once a week, while on Substack, I will post twice a week and be more active there. Then you have this chat, which contributors to the book will be able to access once the book is finished. You have a link for the book, you have a link for my scientific articles, the YouTube, GitHub. So it's a much better collection of resources than the LinkedIn profile. And I would also say that it's also becoming a great platform for just quantitative investment management content. So here, if you look at my homepage, you can see these are the things that I'm subscribed to, and I can just search through the articles or posts that they call here. And then finally, I have this notes section, which is, I think, a lot more relevant for me with different quantitative investment management content. So as you see, there are no ads, no nothing, because Substack earns their money by paid subscription to the different publications. So I will encourage you to go to Substack. I think you will be much more happy, and then sign up for this Applied Quantitative Investment Management publication, where I'll be sharing also a lot of free content and in the future paid content. So just coming back to the crowdfunding of the book. So the second campaign, unfortunately, because of these LinkedIn issues, has been quite slow, because it's just really hard for me to to tell about the project to people who haven't already seen it. And as you can see, there are 11 contributors now, and if you look at the initial campaign, there are 45 contributors. So this is how we have 51 in total. Some people, they contributed to both campaigns. The point is that you can see here that the total contributions are 400 euros, and this is perhaps enough to cover the cloud costs associated with the people who will try it out. It's 10 people who will try out the system when it's done, but it's not enough to cover the massive amount of expenses I had writing this book. So if you are considering getting access to the book, please go do it now. If you are reading the book and you are happy about it, please share it with your network, so I can justify spending the same amount of time and energy as I've done on the existing content. So this is where we come to the book status and then the next steps. So I would say that most of the core new and exclusive content is actually already there. So you will get a lot information already with the current status. There are things that need to be done for completion. So this is chapter 2 about stylized market facts. I would say that for most investment managers, a lot of this will be known, but there will be some new perspectives that you probably have not seen before. Then you will have chapter 4 about instrument pricing, which of course also should be quite known to most investment managers, but there will be some new perspectives on demystifying derivatives and showing that they are not actually these alien instruments as some people on the buy side seem to think. After that, I have some sections about generative machine learning, simulation evaluation, tail risk hedging, and then just additional perspectives on risk and return analysis. And I have to say that I will keep these sections until the end, because the amount of effort I put in to them is directly proportional to the amount of monetary support that the book receives, because I cannot justify spending the same amount of time and energy on these parts that I've done on the other with with the current support. So it needs to pick up quite significantly. Of course, I want to share this information with readers. So please help me do that. Okay. So here you have the final important links. First, the crowdfunding. It will also be in the description of this video. And then here for the latest sneak peek, which is available on SSRN. And then finally, you have the Substack publication where you can stay up to date about the book and other content that I really encourage you to go and subscribe to. This will be my main platform in the future. So if you want more information about how you get access to the book and all of the platform technicalities, then please watch here the next suggested video, where it will go through how you get access exactly and how you avoid paying platform fees and things like that.